So we have input card, motor start and motor start, and we have output card, motor 2 run and motor 2 run, motor 1 and motor 2 runs. Okay, and then we finish the internal diagrams with wire connection. And here we just add the required components. Okay, for example, we select the component which is required for us. And in this part, I just want to add an indicator. And the indicator symbols will be available in our database. We just go to electrical and automation. All the symbols will be available which are related to automation plans and electrical engineering. And we just go to the specific folder, for example, lamps. And we pick and place the symbols. So this way, we can use the software to do all kinds of electrical drawings, and this gives the students to have the idea of how the electrical drawings created in the companies, industries. Okay. So after this, we just go to 3D panel, and we want to quickly create a panel page. And it does open a 3D tool for work on the panels. So this 3D tool will be having a separate environment where we can find all the symbols from the manufacturers will be available in the symbol library. So all the symbols are loaded, and now we can work on the panel as we expect from the users. So just for example, we have options to build the panel from the scratch. I can select a depth as 300 mm, and we can just go on with creating the panel from point 1 to point 2. And you can see that we have created a panel structure. So this is starting the panel from scratch. So now you can see that we have this particular panel to work on. But we can also have all the manufacturers panel, which are standard panel, which are already available in our standard symbol libraries. Just for example, we have a symbol which are taken from Schneider electric library. And we can define the names for functional description for the components. Okay, so what we have is a panel door. You can find door. So Explorer is kind of properties for the 3D object, where we can find panel doors, and we have a cable gland plate at the bottom, and second cable gland plate. And if I turn off the door, you can see a mounting plate inside the panel. So let us just work on the mounting plate for now. I turn off all the other entities apart from mounting plate. Since we are working on 3D, we have to set where we want to place the component. So I right click and set the working plane. So this particular mounting plate is our working plane. And like any other softwares, we have grids to work on so that we can place the components exactly where we required. Okay. And we have different types of settings, cable decks, which can help us to place exactly where we need. Okay, and we have placed all these cable decks on the mounting plate. You can see there is no nothing coming backside of the mounting plate. And then we can place some DIN rails up according to our requirement. So what you can see is we can use our software to effectively build a panel from the scratch. Is it okay? So front view, side views, we can rotate them, we can pan them, and zoom in and zoom out. So now, since we are working on some panel project, we can load all the products from our project. So the components that are loaded uh, are to be needed to be placed on the DIN rails and other part of the panels. So usually what we can do is we can pick the component and we can place them. The software will not make any error on placing of the component. So it will automatically snap to the place. So you can see this. And so the placement of the components are made very easy, and it can be used for reducing the overall design time in a project. So all the terminals are placed at once according to the component grouping structure. So what you can find is the panel inside are constructed and all the components are placed in the panel. And now there are some more components that are need to be added outside of the panel and the door of the panel. So we can work on the door again. So now we have a door, and in the door we want to add the components. Let's go to components again. I want to select all these components and select insert so that we can insert the components where we need. And for these door components, you can see the backside of the door. We can generate the fabrication report from our project or from our software. You can find the fabrication report. You can find the size of the cutouts that are required and where we need the cutouts. All these information are taken from the software itself. And this way, we can do some more routings for our panel. So the object snaps will give us easy access to place the components where we require. You can see this. And now everything is complete on the door, and we want the door to be opened at a specific angle so that the as a user we can find out how the wires are routed. So from the latch, I'm trying to rotate door of the panel at a certain degree. Okay, and then we go to planes, go to front plane, and we select show all. So the whole object is shown, and we can see inside of the door and we can see outside of the door. And finally, we need to be routing all the wires that we have created. But before that, we need to show the routing from inside the panel to outside of the panel. So for that, I select top view.
So जुड़े थे सब.
Okay, then I can see whether all these channels are interconnected between each other. So we can see that it is not connected between these two. So what we need to do is to connect these two. Now let us check once again. So now all the channels are interconnected, and this means we can route the wires that are coming from the project. So the nets or cables at bottom of the page, you can see which are according to the design that we have created in the C electrical. And all the information are routed within the project. So once again, reroute all nets. And now you can see all these wires are routed according to our requirement. So this is a way of doing the design for the panel. And right now, all these wires have a length which are calculated automatically in the software. So according to the software, the wires that are required to connect these two components is 1150 mm. So this way we can take the output. Just for example, we can take the output in an Excel sheet, which can be a result for the wire machining softwares. Okay, and the whole panel can be taken as a 3D output. Before that, the field components can be also be placed here. Just for example, motor. So there are a couple of motors that need to be started with using the panel, and these motors are taking some wires output from the panel, and we can route all the cables from the panel. So according to the software, there is no defined routing path, but if we define the routing path, okay, let's start from here. and we try to reroute the cables. All the cables will be taking a specific path for routing along with the bend radius. So this way we can manage the project inside the panel and outside of the panel, and everything will be routed and the length will be calculated automatically since we are working on the 3D. And this can be generated as a PDF. Okay, so we have this PDF here, and you can see that we have taken the output of the PDF of the panel in PDF. Okay. And what we also have is the Excel sheet, which gives us the information about wires connected between the components, which we can find out from the Excel information. So all this information can be, according to our project, we can generate it to an Excel sheet. Okay, so this is a basic work principle of say electrical for the industries. Any questions?
So in 3D, we can do simulation also for this circuit.
Right now, there is no simulation part in this project, in this software, but there are some calculations which can be done inside the software itself.
Okay.
Yeah. So the calculation parts again, we will have to connect once again because it is not available right away in this software. But I will let you know. I will provide you a demo of how we can make calculation using the software and how we can generate the outputs according to our requirement. Is it fine, sir?
Yes, sir, it's fine. No issue at all from us.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Karthikeyan, back to you.
Okay. So, thanks a lot, sir, for joining us, giving us the opportunity to be the part of your wonderful webinar. You know, it elaborates lots of things about electrical engineering that starts from generation to the distribution point of view. That it consists of 3D
Yes.
designing part. Basically, that was fabulous.
Yes.
So, if we will think about this, we will try from our side. We will try to purchase it for our lab so that our student can easily go through it and do the hands-on this software, and we can also design our labs or some other things for the society also.
Yeah, sure.
So with these words, I just want to say that thanks a lot for giving us the opportunity.
Sure.
Over to you, Krishna sir.
Yeah. Pleasure is ours. We wanted to work with next generation engineers, and all the features that we provide is mainly for next gen, because the software is out of the box thinking made by the R&D team, and we want the same options and same thinking and done to be by the students also, so that in future they also go hand in hand with our software. And if there is any requirement or any such development required for the students, we can come front to help them. So that's the way our company has been run, and it is directed by our good management team. And it's a privilege for us to work closely with the students, and we will sure will have a good touch with all the students from your college. Thank you.
Some demo part is available on website or not, or sometimes some software giving demo for 1 month really available for the students, so that they can understand some things, then we can proceed further. Is there any option of your software or not?
There is. We will send you all the information required for using the demo version for 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah. And we can also provide half an hour to 1 hour hands-on session, so that the students can work on the software seamlessly without any issues.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Karthikeyan will keep an contact with you for further updates on the topic.
So one more question can I ask?
Yeah. Yes.
What are the steps for the using this software?
What are the
what are the specs?
Configuration.
Configuration.
Configuration of system.
It will. Yeah. The system configuration will be sent on email, and it can be circulated to all the required entities. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I hope so. It's a wonderful session. So, with this, any more questions over there? Hello, Sumit?
Yes, sir. We just give me some seconds, sir. I'm just checking our chairperson is available or not right now. No, she is not available. Actually, she may have some questions, but because of her busy schedule, she may be on other work. So, Charanjit sir, if you have any query, you can also ask to Karthike and Krishnan sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. What a brilliant session, sir, taken by you. Here, Dr. Charanjit Madan, sir. Namaskar, sir.
Yeah, namaskar.
Yeah. Is there any tool, sir, like a PID controller and fuzzy for the control system laboratory, sir, to perform experiments? Am I audible, sir?
Yeah. You mean the control diagrams of PID?
No, sir. PID controllers. Yes. Control diagrams.
Yeah, so the PID controls drawing can be also done using our software, and this software can is eligible for working on PNID and pneumatics for the projects, and it is possible to work on it. We have all the symbols which is required for the PNID. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Very much.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so here, yes, we have all the PNID symbols which are available, and it can be used in a project to be created. The logic is same. We pick and place the symbols, provide the connection between each other. Okay.
Yes, sir. I think we should.
Yeah. So let me show you a small demo which has already been done. So you can see the animatic diagrams. Any other question?
So I must thank to Mahesh also because he just informed me about you, sir.
Yeah.
He visited your website, so I must congratulate him also because he's very decent guy of our university. He's doing projects on different devices.
Okay.
Like presently, he's working on electric vehicle. Then he's also thinking about bioprosthetic hand. So in future,
Okay.
let's see what he will do.
Sure. Yeah.
And thanks to you also for supporting us for arranging this wonderful session on 3D and some other components of this, some valuable features of this software.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
We will yeah. There is also calculation part involved in the software, which we will discuss again on another session.
Okay, we will talk about this. So we will arrange some other day. We will arrange 1 or 2 hour session if we will have the time for that also.
Yes, we can do that.
Yes, sir. So I think we should finish it now.
Yeah. So anyway, so I believe it was a good session for everyone, and we have shared our knowledge on the software. And thank you for coming to this, attending this meeting, and we will have close contact with each other. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir.
Yeah.
So thank you, Dr. Sumit. So we
Thanks
can
a
wind up
lot.
the session, I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We should have that.
Yeah, thank you very much.